Welcome to Whispers and Choco. This is how we do, and if you don't know, now you do. I'm Shawnee Whispers.
And I'm Mike Choco.
Together we are Mike and Sean in Purebred Loco. Oh no, we fucked that up. Okay.
Yeah.
And we might go loco.
And we might go loco.
And just in case you wonder what went wrong, or just in case you wonder what took long, we'll say that we're sorry, and this show is going.
This show is going straight to hell.
I like that one, yes.
Ficky, get the scratch.
Dick. Ah, guess who's back?
Welcome back,
This
baby.
is still the Mike and Sean show. We know more than you, but even if we don't,
We're going to definitely tell you that we do.
yeah, gonna say it. Just say
That's
it.
kind of what we do.
I feel like I'm supposed to say that I miss you,
But we see each other way too much. I was going to say, how is life treating you? But I know, because I see you a lot.
I can see how life's treating you.
But welcome to everybody else. Hopefully the people out there that are watching
Well,
right
eventually they'll see this,
now.
right?
Eventually,
This
at some point, you'll see this.
Mixer Head Radio. It's a new studio.
New home.
New
hair,
home.
new hair.
New home. New hair.
Dandelion hair. Love it.
New
Dandy
dandelion
love.
hair.
By Wildflower Wellness, but it's awesome. New studio, new digs, new production crew, new tech
people,
crew,
yeah.
new people. We got Class A. Not that we didn't before. Mike, Studio Mike, we
A+.
have nothing but love of you. We appreciate everything we had.
Yeah, thank
over
you,
at
Mike. I
Mixed
know
Vibes
you're
Radio.
listening because you want to see how
No
much
doubt.
we
So thank you for
succeed
everything,
at
Mike,
this.
and we'll invite him up for a little visit. But we
Very
have
soon.
A+ here with our new people over here, and I'm very happy with what we got going on. I'm excited.
Yeah, that sounds
I'm
good.
really excited. I think we got a lot of fun things coming.
Yeah, I mean, so you got your real estate going on. That's pretty awesome. That's good to hear. You're building it up, and you get more, and you're basically right around the corner, right?
I got an office right up there,
Got it
right
right
around the
corner.
block from here. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could never be late. Again.
Well, not from there to here. No,
not
absolutely
even
not.
close. What else you got going on before we get into what we're here for?
Nothing, man. Life is good, dog. Let's talk about what we're here to talk about.
Oh, me. Yeah. So finally we get to talk about me. That is so
Yes.
great. I think of all the shows we've done, we've never really discussed
Well, we're gonna
it.
talk about you not wearing that pink T-shirt ever again.
That's not going
It's
to happen.
offensive. You look naked, dude. Like almost.
Well, that's cool.
Like
Thank
when
you.
I saw you walk in, I thought you walked in naked. And
I almost
kinda
did. I
weirded
thought
me
this
out.
would be a better show.
Don't do that again. Other than that, no, life's good. Yeah, I know you're doing the funny. We were
You're
throwing
doing the funny.
I know you're doing the funny. Mike's been
I
performing.
do the funnies.
Performing all over Manhattan at some of the most premier, iconic clubs in the
Yeah,
city.
still an amateur, making my way along up to Broadway.
We were actually, throwing new names around for the show, and I one of my ideas was the comedian and the funny guy. No,
No,
I thought
no,
that-
wait, not even a fabricated
No,
applause
I
for
know.
that. No, you can
I give
stop.
myself
If
one.
you shouldn't,
Not a
you
fabricated
shouldn't give
applause.
yourself anything.
Yeah, but the
You should
peop-
actually take points
people are
away
laughing.
from yourself.
People are laughing at home.
No one's laughing at all.
100%. Dude, congratulations on all your successes in the comedy world. That
Well,
was
thank
at a
you.
couple of shows. You're killing it for sure. Legit killing it. Not like me being your friend telling you you're killing it.
Yeah,
'Cause
look, I mean, it's fun. I'm inconsistent at it. I'm getting better at it. I do what I need to do.
you also know that I would tell you the truth too. So if I thought you weren't funny, I would tell you. Like, Mike, don't do that.
But I think your first reaction would be like, "Yeah, don't do that." But then you come and see it, and
I
what
would
did
be
you say?
supportive of going there.
Right.
But I would give you advice. Like, if you weren't funny, if you weren't a funny person, I would tell you you're not funny.
Well, there's
Don't-
difference. There's
you
a
know, like,
difference of being
if
funny
you can't
and
cook,
make
don't
it-
become a chef. You know what I
Right.
mean?
If
Like,
you can't cook,
if you
don't
don't
boil
make
water.
people laugh, don't try to be a comedian because it's just not. So you're good at it. Congratulations to you for
Well,
that.
thank you.
Um,
How's your sales pitch?
I don't really have a sales pitch, man. My face is my sales pitch.
Oh, damn.
So
Is that what brings it in?
well, when I say that. See, there's a reasoning why I say that. So, opening the new office, the satellite office in Whitestone, it brings me back to the neighborhood more than I was even with the bar. So, I'm being seen more, walking the streets of Whitestone Village and walking around.
Like John Travolta
and I'm
coming
at the
back,
bar
yeah.
more, and it's all natural. It's all kind of natural leads and stuff, and business is just great. I mean, I can't argue. We got the new office running, and I got a couple of local listings that I'm working with, and things are good, man.
How's the bar?
Bar's picking up, thank God, after COVID and that ridiculous. We talked about that on air, so I'm not going to get into it, but The bar's back.
It's just the bar. I wasn't talking about anything else.
The bar's back. No, but we had a lengthy conversation on one of our shows about
a couple of shows,
how
but a
fucking
couple.
retarded the city was.
Okay.
Oh wait, first two words. Sorry.
All right, there we go.
YouTube's gonna flag me. My bad. But essentially, the bar's back.
Okay.
We're actually even better than back, to the point of we had to hire security. We never had to do that before. So we have a bouncer on the weekends now because we have a new young crew that comes in, and it's a lot for the bartender to be checking IDs and making sure everybody's legit. So
that's all.
we got to make sure everybody's 21, obviously. So, and it's a safe environment, so it's good. The bar's rocking, man.
All right.
You would know if you came more.
But I'm too busy making jokes on the
No,
weekend.
you're doing the funny in the city.
Yeah, funny in the city.
Yeah.
Anyway, so a new season, new baseball.
Yeah, baby.
How do you like that?
So, what jigger stats.
We'll get to Jigger later.
I know. I love that. I just love that. That the way that sounds.
That's where
Jigger
Jay-Z
stats.
got Jigger.
Yeah. So, so basically,
Look, these guys are.
as Met fans, though, the excitement level is different more than it ever has been because of our new owner. It's just a whole. And they're still fans that'll stay same old Mets. There are fans complaining that they moved the freaking game from Thursday to Friday. Now, all right, now there's conspiracies out there that why they did it.
Everything's a
The
conspiracy
scoreboard
now.
wasn't working.
Scoreboard's too big.
Apparently, they didn't have the parking lot wasn't ready. There was like 3 different
They
excuses.
got to paint a
How
few more
about
spots.
there was 40% chance of a thunderstorm, and on Friday there was 0% chance? How about that? Like sometimes it's just that simple to make a decision. Why would you pay? What if there was a thunderstorm and lightning, and then you got to send everybody home in the 3rd inning? So I'm not saying that is a 40% chance, or actually that day was 70% chance of a late afternoon thunderstorm.
Well,
we know that the weathermen aren't always perfect.
but we got past that because they did play the game the next day. Now we're a few days later.
No, but I'm saying they go same old Mets. I kept hearing that on.
Well,
Same old Mets.
Here's the thing.
They can't even get opening day right.
Here's the thing. What you hear people say as a Met fan, you kind of wait a little bit longer. But it's that first week where they're supposed to go 7-0 and they go 3-4 and they're that's it. It's over.
That's just New York front running fans.
No, but it's also
Everybody's a
people that are
GM and
used
a
to
coach
it.
too.
Well,
so whatever.
Well, not
It's such
everybody
shit we
has
gotta
a
deal
show.
with.
Not everybody has a show that they can talk about it.
We can do whatever we want. And we don't have to compete with anybody.
No.
Well, you have to compete with me.
Well, they just
And that's
everybody
a
has
losing
to.
battle.
So being across from you this far, where you don't get the opportunity to hit me,
No more hands.
no more hands. It's kind of
So we could fit. We could actually have like 8 people in here.
We
if
could
wanted.
have people.
There's
that
4
can
microphones
get
and
to-
4 cameras,
right,
but
and people that would get to speak and say
yeah.
their piece.
100%. So we are looking forward to having a pretty cool season. We have some guests that we're definitely planning on getting. We have a couple of guest hosts that are going to come in, and
There's some people lined up already. So
I'm excited about what we got going on. So pay attention this year. Subscribe next week. I already subscribed for our own Mike and Sean YouTube page. So
the Mike and Sean show.
the Mike and Sean
on
show.
YouTube.
It will be our own channel. Right now we're on Mixerhead channel. They're going to allow us to use their channel for the week.
Mixerhead Radio.
So Mixerhead Radio, thank you very much. And yeah, man, we're going to have it's going to be a like, add, subscribe situation all the way. We want to get a ton of subscribers. The more the merrier for us, the better. Obviously,
the less money comes out of my pocket, the more people that support us.
Listen, if we have support, it's just going to, this isn't cheap. This is, so
tomorrow,
the more support, we could build something here.
Tomorrow
actually.
they're playing the Athletics and Senga's going up there.
Tomorrow we got, they're playing Oakland at 9:40, it looks like. Yep.
Yeah, 9:40.
And Senga,
I'm glad you can see that.
I got to wear my glasses now. And this,
Why did you just ask me?
The
I can't
screen
see
is
you.
gigantic, which is awesome about the studio. So now we actually have graphics.
Yeah,
we're
now
looking
you
at.
can't complain about.
I mean,
not
dude,
being able to see.
this is completely. It's a different studio here in every single way. Man, this is awesome. So I'm really excited about what's going on. I'm excited about the Mets. I think that we went to the game on Tuesday, our second game of our 20 game package.
Yeah, and it was
It was
bring
Bark
your
in the
pooch.
Park.
Bark in the Park. Bring your
Dogs
pooch.
were shitting all over the place. It was hilarious.
They said, listen, you have to either sign a waiver that just in case a dog bites you, you can't sue, or take a seat that's in the front row.
I said,
Front row.
where we go? And she goes, one.
One,
She didn't even get the 2 numbers out.
Done.
We'll take it. So we sat third base side between third and left field in 129. It was a great game, great night for baseball. We lost.
We lost, but We got to sit next to all the Dominican New Yorkers.
I was
going to
say it was Dominican night there. They were selling plátanos and all types of
Ice cream
mofongo and shit.
plátanos,
They
yeah,
had a mofongo stand. You saw that? A mofongo stand?
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Yeah.
Soto Machado.
Baseball.
Correct.
The guy.
Go ahead, give me
the
your
guy,
accent,
No, because
kid.
he kept saying baseball is good for baseball. The Dominican, okay? It's good because the Dominican and they play baseball.
That's it.
And it's good.
It's very good.
for the baseball.
No.
And I was like, dude, I can't argue with you. You're 100% right. You know, I mean, Dominicans are good for baseball. That's what he said. And they are. They were, dude, but when the Padres come to town, you see what, like half of Corona was definitely in the
and
stadium.
the guy next to us, he was what he said.
And yo, the guy,
he goes,
he was
I'm
cool.
a Met fan.
He didn't
goes,
shut up, though. I'm
but
trying to
yeah,
watch the game, but he was
like,
cool.
But I'm here for Soto.
Yeah. He got a Met hat on. He's rooting for Soto, which was really pissing
Machado,
me off. I
Soto.
kind of wanted to,
Who
say
else?
something. Who else was? What's his name? Nelson Cruz is Dominican on that team. Soto.
Go ahead. You
Machado.
if you can get the fourth one. Come on.
Who was the fourth one? The fourth one was.
Do you want a hint? Do you want a hint?
Who was the
He was
fourth
suspended for almost a
one?
year.
Oh yeah, Tatis.
Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tati de Junior.
So all right. So anyway,
Cheater.
So listening to one of the
If you ain't
arguments,
cheating, you
was
ain't
that,
trying.
like Alvarez, right? Let's just go right into it. Alvarez, we watched him go up against Hader, and he was.
I don't want to
at-
be a hater, but I'm not loving Alvarez. to
But
be
he
honest.
was swinging at some really, really bad
You
pitches.
see what I did there?
Yeah, it was. Oh,
You didn't
God.
see it.
I
Terrible.
didn't have to see it. I
You
heard
gotta,
it.
bro. You got to build on that shit, though, bro.
I don't
If we're gonna
want
be a
to.
team. You gotta
Well,
fucking
we're
help
a
me out
team
here.
because I ignore you.
I try to make a joke. You gotta, don't,
I know, the
don't
try part.
deflect it like fucking rain.
I just ignore it, man.
Unbelievable.
It's
You're
not
terrible.
unbelievable.
You're
It's
a terrible
normal.
partner.
I think the best partner you'll ever have,
Okay. First
except
of all,
for somebody you sleep with. So.
and by the way, guys, listen. I want it's the Sean and Mike show from now on.
Well, then
Fuck
you're gonna have
this.
to find another mic.
Fuck that.
Just the mic that. Yeah, look at you. You just violent now. I don't tell me.
I just wanted to throw a couple
All right,
F-bombs in
Popeye.
there
Go ahead.
to show people I'm back. And so anyway, sorry for cursing for people who are listening and don't want to hear
No,
that.
you're
but-
not. You're not sorry.
So the Mets. This is what we know.
We watched him.
This
He
is
was
what
all-
we know.
He was overmatched. He
We
was swinging
know.
at bad
We know we
pitches.
have 3 automatic outs in that lineup. Completely automatic outs. Mark Hanna is an automatic out. The fact that he's
I
hitting
wouldn't say
fifth,
that he's automatic out, but
dude, he's hitting 120. He's an automatic out. Going back to last year.
Is it that low now?
Yeah, he's awful, dude. He's awful.
Well, I mean, Escobar and Nito are awful.
Or they're definitely automatic outs. I prefer Escobar. I would prefer Escobar over Canna, just for the sole purpose that Escobar actually went on a really nice hot streak for us last year. Canna never really did that. He never got hot. I know he's a pro hitter.
No,
don't
but
get
he
me
never
wrong.
got hot. But he's come up clutch.
I'm not. No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
No,
he's had some come up.
Dude, he's a bro. He comes up in. What did we see? First inning the other night.
Yes,
Bases
but this
loaded,
is-
no out.
but it's the
he hits a
same-
bloop to second base for a double play.
Yes, but they were listen. Weathers once he settled after that first inning.
So you think that Mark Hanna's okay hitting fifth behind Pete Alonso?
No, not
Yeah.
fifth. I would put Marte behind Alonso.
I would put Marte behind Alonso.
But then after that, if I had to shake it up a
Mark
little
Hanna should be like,
bit, seventh or eighth.
no, he should be in LaGuardia Airport catching a plane to wherever the hell we train him because he sucks. Terrible.
I wouldn't. I
He's
wouldn't.
terrible.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, I'm done with him. I'm done with Escobar. I'm done with not having a threat in a batting in a lineup. It's not
Well,
protecting anybody.
These 3 young kids in the minor leagues, Vientos,
All 3 hit home runs last night. again.
and Vientos again the day after.
Yeah, last night they all 3 hit.
Yeah, Tuesday they did,
Yep.
and then
And
Vientos.
Billy Epler is actually in Syracuse tonight, which I just saw before we went on air.
I hope so. Look,
He's up. He's up there. He's up there for sure. So
You
I,
could-
I think he's coming back with a souvenir or 2. Beatty should be on this team.
But Mauricio's not. Is he playing in the
should
outfield
be,
down there?
Mauricio should no. He's a second baseman.
Right, but he should be playing the outfield.
He should be learning how to catch a fly ball. But
That's
you
one.
can, if he's not a detriment at second base, if he can play the position, you got to put McNeil at left. You get Canna, call him an Uber, get him the hell out of here. Put Mauricio at second. You bring Beatty up as a DH. You could actually have Beatty and Alvarez platoon third base DH. Okay, I'll be all right with that. Now,
What did you say?
I mean, not Alvarez, Escobar.
Oh,
Now, and I want Alvarez playing every game. There's no need for Nito to be on at all. He's
at
the
all.
backup.
Yeah,
okay?
but he's a backup. that should
Navarez, I'll have him split time with Alvarez. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But Beatty, should absolutely be getting all the playing time at third base. And Escobar. Now think about this, Mike. We watched that same game on Tuesday night.
Yes, sir.
We had the bases loaded again in the 8th inning.
Yes, sir.
Who came off the bench with the bases loaded with 1 out? Tomas Nido.
Well, there's all they had left.
Dude, but come on. So now, this is my point.
You know,
You got a guy who's hitting 1-0. He's under the Mendoza line, and you're bringing him off the bench in the 8th inning with the bases loaded to win a game. This is what we have.
right, but you can only go with what you have.
Well, that's why trust me when I say I'm frustrated in a sense, but because
guy
it's they should have probably done a little better in the offseason to alleviate some of that shit. I don't agree that there was a ton of people they had an opportunity to go get. You know what I mean? But they probably should have addressed it a little bit better. The fact that, Ruff was on the team as long as he was, and Vogelback shouldn't be on his
What's
on
the
his
first
team.
thing that Ruff did when he went to the Giants in the lineup?
Did you see the
He
top?
he gets 2 hits.
You see the top? Look at
4
2 through
guys.
5. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all ex-Mets.
I think they all got hits too.
They're gonna go 1 for 14.
Look, you would hope that, say, someone like Epler is listening to Showalter, hey, ask him the questions. What do you
I
need?
think they're both good at their jobs. It's gonna happen.
I think Buck Showalter is great at
Then
his job.
you're not gonna eat money when you're like a guy like Escobar. You want to try to let him play out his shit. You're paying him. Canna, you're paying him. You want to try to let him give a chance to play it out. They're not gonna have a long leash. I trust that. I trust the fact that they're probably closer to sitting than they are not. You know what I'm saying? Which is why Epler's in Syracuse. One of them's coming back. It might be Mauricio. Because even if
Mauricio's
kids,
got a higher batting average right now. I think
even
that's
if
one
these
of the-
kids come up, okay, and they don't exactly tear the ball off the cover off the ball, even though Beatty was hitting really well before he got hurt last year, I'd rather have that threat of a home run or a little bit of something on the bench than Nido. We know what Nido is. He's nothing.
Nothing.
He's
Zero.
trash.
Zero.
Garbage.
I
He's
wouldn't
an
refer to him
obsolete
as
bat.
crap, but he's not a good baseball
He's
player.
trash is a negative. Obviously it's a negative.
Yes, that's.
But he sucks, dude. It's not.
Okay, you
he
can suck but not be
sucks.
trash.
Yeah, what's the difference? Tell me what the difference is.
Just politeness.
If you have, polite. There's no polite, dude. He sucks, dude.
Nido
I'd
is
rather
awful.
be called.
Nido is awful.
Yeah.
Nido is awful.
So all right.
He's
So
overmatched as a hitter, overmatched as a fielder. He
I
can't
trust
throw anybody
I
out.
trust the manager and I trust the GM, and I think they're gonna go get who we need. I guarantee you they're gonna go get who we need. I trust 100% that they're gonna go get who we need.
Well,
Because right now we're not a playoff team.
No.
Not as we're built now.
no,
We're
Not
not
even.
as we're built now.
I mean they're just over 500, right?
Yeah,
Watching some of the games, I didn't get to watch all of them. Some of the games, I don't see any 2 games where I'm like, wow, if this went right. Only just the game that we went to, where they had the bases loaded in the first, and they had 1 out.
they were 1 for 8
bases loaded with 1 out in the first, and bases loaded with.
in the 8th inning. They
2
were
in
they
the
were
8th
1 they
inning.
were 1 for 8 that game. It was brutal. It's tough to watch, dude. It's tough to watch. And our pitching was. I mean, Peterson was good that game.
Well,
McGill yesterday was freaking awesome. They won the game, but we could have swept the Padres.
Blake Snell.
Look
right.
at how good that Padre lineup is. Compare that to that's what was frustrating. I'm looking at that lineup.
Right.
Excuse me. I'm looking at that lineup, and then I'm looking at the Met lineup, and I'm sitting there going, how the hell is this even remotely? The Padres are low, bro. If they don't win, if they don't come close to winning it all this year, something's seriously wrong over there.
First
They got the pitching. They got everything you need. Everything.
Look, the obstacle is always going to be the Dodgers.
The bullpen is a little weak, but
It's a little weak,
But they
but-
got the best closer in baseball. The middle relief is a little.
and at the first, you have to get past the Dodgers.
And Snell's kind of hit or miss.
And the Diamondbacks have a young team of good hitting and good pitching.
There's not a lineup better than that lineup.
I'm not saying better.
than
It's
the
just
Padres.
competition. It's just competition.
No, I know. What do you mean it's just competition?
It's just
Sports competition. What the hell kind of comment is that?
it's competition. You said you.
competition.
Oh, okay.
What does that mean?
So you to mock me. That's great. I
Yeah,
love
because
that.
it was
Just-
stupid what you just said.
See, that's what it's not stupid. Just because you don't like what I
What's
said.
competition? What does that mean?
So what does
It
that
sounded
mean?
like you lost track
No,
of what
so
we were talking about. You just went, it's competition.
No. I was talking about Arizona and the Dodgers. It's the competition of that division.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's a good cover on you. Yeah,
It's not a cover.
very good cover.
Go just you know
You're
what?
good, dude. That's why
Yeah.
I picked you as my partner.
Yeah, no, that's not why I picked you as my partner. You
Dude, are you
douche.
You know what? Bro, first of all, having a podcast was my idea before even podcast existed.
Get out of here. Okay, Joe
Remember when I
Rogan-
said
Joe
one day?
Rogan.
I said
No,
one
you
day there's
didn't.
going to be this thing
Shut up.
where people can
I
talk
know.
to each other on.
You
I said that.
everything. You're like, I picked a phone. I thought there should be a phone that had
claim-
like magical things like ESPN on it.
I'll take respect for that.
There is no respect.
So for the
it.
first time in
Liar.
since
Liar.
you know what? When I made that comment to you, that was the last time that all the local basketball teams and hockey teams made the playoffs. 23 years ago. Come on, dude. You know that's the truth. So
You worked hard to
that's
make
what's
that a
going on.
joke. You worked hard to make
the
that a joke.
segue was pretty
You're
dope.
it's
I didn't even work hard.
I'm going to make
that
fun
was
of you,
supernatural.
and then I'm going to make a joke.
That just fell into my lap. So all of the teams made the play.
It fell in your lap because it was shot out of the sky. It was awful.
You're a douche. And you drink Bud Light. Who drinks Bud Light, dude?
I do.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Again, you're like, here's the point. Who cares what I drink? Why does it bother you?
It doesn't bother me.
Why does it bother you?
I just wanted to
Why?
ask you a question.
Me and Dylan Mulvaney.
Who's Dylan Mulvaney?
You don't know Dylan Mulvaney?
No,
You don't know the controversy with Dylan Mulvaney?
I don't know who that
You
is.
should look it up one day.
No, it's good.
You should look it up.
I'm good. All right, so let's get back to the teams in the playoffs because this is kind of a very unique situation. By the way,
What playoff?
we're having a watch party. I didn't even tell you this. I like to call it a watch party,
Always
which
the
is
last to know.
Saturday's the first Knick playoff game. 5:00 start. So I'm gonna set up the grill. We're gonna barbecue in the yard. We're gonna watch a Knick game
You're gonna set up with the
at the
grill?
bar at Rebar.
The new grill.
So the new grill that we had to go to Home Depot and buy because let's not get into that, dude. You didn't see that's terrible.
Oh, it's terrible.
The playoff, the Knicks play the NBA playoffs start this weekend
Yeah.
with those 2 playing games.
Well, you had the playing games already.
All
and
the 4 playing
what's
games, right? They're all done.
Yeah,
right. Is there one tonight?
You know,
I don't even know,
I'm
to
not-
be honest with you.
I'm not sure.
But anyway, who do you like? Who are you liking for the playoffs? Give me some of your teams. What I want to do too is, if we can keep track of who's picking what, but I should have probably brought my notepad in. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep track of our picks and we're gonna make a little wager.
So starting from the top,
We're gonna
looking
make a
at
wager. See who has a better record for the playoffs.
that sounds so soft.
So yeah, starting at the top, you do your first pick.
Milwaukee and Miami.
Milwaukee over Miami. I think we're both going to go with the unanimous decision of Milwaukee.
2.
Go Knicks.
So yeah, I mean, you go with your bet. Don't bet with your heart.
No, I think the Knicks are going to definitely advance the next
So
round.
Knicks over Cleveland.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So next we got the 76ers and the Nets. That I think
76ers.
I think they're going to get swept.
Joel Embiid is
Yeah,
gonna.
I'm sorry, Joe Padota. I'm sorry, all you other Net fans out there.
Are there that many more?
Nah,
Is
there's
it
like
just
3.
like a few
It's
of
him
them?
and a couple people that he knows.
2 of them that he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Boston and Atlanta. I'm
Boston.
going with Boston.
I think Boston is gonna smoke Atlanta, but I think Atlanta's gonna win a couple games. They match up pretty well, and they got Trey. He's a jerk off. And he does it like homeless hair. How do you have $50 billion and you look like your head, like from his eyebrows up, he looks homeless.
Well, because he's holding on to it. It's
if
like
that
it's
makes sense.
From his eyes up,
Like,
he looks homeless.
From his like eyebrows up.
So if you just showed
homeless.
up like this, you'd be like, "Oh, that dude's homeless. We gotta help him."
100%, 100%.
But then while you look underneath it, you're like,
If you know how like when you ever look down at people's feet and try to imagine what they look like, when you
No, I
like,
never did that.
at a water park.
No, I
it's,
never
it's
did
a
that.
great game.
busted toes.
But yeah, like, oh God, it's
it's
fucking
awful.
vampire feet. But anyway, dude, if you looked at his hair, you would absolutely think he was like 75 or homeless. But we're gonna go with Boston, both of us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we haven't disagreed on anything yet.
So going into the West,
Into the West, Denver, Minnesota. I think this is gonna be a good series.
I think Minnesota's talented.
I think
but
Minnesota's young. They're talented. They can play. I think Denver's one of those teams that are kind of like a little on the overrated side.
Yeah, but I think when the Joker's brothers are in the audience, like nobody wants to mess with them, so they lose on purpose.
Oh, when they're giving you the
When the Serbian mafia comes in,
Eastern European stare.
yeah, and they come out and they jump on the.
We will kill your families. No problem.
This is your sister hostage.
Make 3-pointer, I kill uncle.
So I say Denver over Minnesota.
Denver over Minnesota. I was going to say Denver over Minnesota.
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 Minnesota, eh?
Minnesota.
You ever go to Minnesota?
No.
Minnesota nice?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's fucking awesome. I went to visit Matty Twerks once.
Yeah.
with Larry DiLorenzo,
Was
my
there a
boy
couple of
Larry
you?
D.
Is that when you wore
and
that?
Big Mike.
Is that when you wore that cowboy
Robbie
hat
Saunders.
with the flag on it?
Yes,
Oh
I
my
still have that
God,
hat.
that's So
Why? Go ahead. You're gonna wreck me for wearing a American flag cowboy hat?
yeah. First of all, I mean, why wear it on a cowboy hat? I mean, I can understand maybe
Because
in a
I bought
shirt.
it. I bought it at the second largest state fair in the country, dude.
Yeah, I just
So you're shitting on my patriotism?
no.
You what? You know
Just
what?
that hat.
You see, we
Just
didn't want
that
to do
hat.
politics, right?
No, I don't want to go politics.
Fuck you know,
We're the old.
you're so anti-American. You're like a commie, bro.
Oh, really?
Phoenix and L.A.
No.
No, Clippers over Phoenix. People are picking the
Wait,
Clippers
you're
over
still
Phoenix.
talking?
People,
You just assumed that I was still talking to
yeah, I'm not letting you talk about my cowboy hat no more.
you. Well, don't wear it.
Don't ever talk about my cowboy hat
Don't wear
again.
it, and I won't talk about
I
it.
wear that shit at night sometimes in bed.
Jeez, you should. I probably.
nipple
I
tassels.
I believe so. You have boots.
You're stupid. L.A. Phoenix over L.A.
You have dandelion
I don't
hair.
have boots. I don't have cowboy boots. All right, it's a freaking cowboy hat, and it's not a real cowboy hat. It's an American cowboy. It's It's a 4th of July hat or a beach hat.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're just a communist because only people who don't like America wouldn't like that hat.
Is that what it is?
100%. Where you from, dude? Seriously.
Where's it?
You're not from here. Because you disappeared for like a
I'm
few
a
years.
communist. Okay.
You disappeared for a few years, bro. So that's like
So you
sleeper
called
cell.
me a communist, and I'm
That's sleeper
supposed to
cell
be
shit.
okay. I'm supposed to be okay with that.
You might have some shady shit going on
All
because
right.
where were you for 4 years?
What do you mean?
Where'd
where
you
was I?
disappear to when we were young?
When I was young. You really want to know? You
No.
skipped this. You
We
want to
didn't.
know?
There was no proof that you went to a boarding school. No proof. You probably were getting training or some stupid shit, dude.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you came back and your hair was white. I don't. You know what? Now that it's
When I
it's all
came
making
back,
sense.
when I came back,
It's all coming together. Dude.
I was supposed to recruit you,
I get older and
and you get what?
I'm wiser and I'm starting to see the real
You
what's
don't
going
get
on.
wiser. It's the least wise thing that comes out of your mouth.
I think you're a sleeper commie. Sacramento Golden
I
State.
think you're
All right,
sleeper.
I'm taking Phoenix.
I think you're just
Who are you taking?
I'm not going anymore. I'm done. I'm done. Me
Dude,
and
it's
Dylan
only-
Mulvaney are gonna drink Bud Lights, man.
Episode 1 and you're already giving up?
Mm.
You got to finish your picks.
You gotta shut the.
Phoenix over the Clippers. I got Phoenix for sure.
Hold on, I have to call my commie friends.
I'm pretty sure Russian Mike over here is going to take.
Listen, comrades, I think
take
it's time
Clippers.
to Ukraine. We must invade. I'm gonna go the Clippers.
I figured you were. All right, I'm going to go with Phoenix. That's the first one we disagree on. That we're not going to agree on.
No,
I
we
like this.
disagree on a lot of things.
No, well, I mean the picks though, because we have.
Yeah, I mean that's not personal. I won't make it personal.
If we pick
now.
everything the same, we're never going to have a bet. So, all right, Phoenix, you got LA, I got Phoenix. I think Phoenix in 5. Sacramento, Golden State. That's not even a close one. Golden State's going to smoke them. And I think Memphis is going to blow out LA. I don't know about you.
I don't think the Lakers win anything anymore. I don't care. I don't care if they give Austin Reeves $150 million.
Bro, that kid, he takes all the shots now too because nobody else can make a shot.
Yeah, and
all LeBron does is dribble for like 10 seconds. It's almost like Randall. He drives to the basket and then kicks it out and either throws it into the crowd or.
I know people want to sit there and talk about that GOAT conversation, the greatest of it, and give LeBron all this credit. And look, and he's a great scorer, and that's fantastic. But
He's not the GOAT.
He's not the GOAT. And you know what? I mean, that one championship that they won in the bubble championship, whatever. I you know what? As long as he's around and playing for them, they have no shot at winning anything.
All right. So we got one game that we don't agree on, and that's the Phoenix LA game. Every other game we agree. So for round 1, that'll be the only difference. And I think we're going to be right on most of these series, except we'll see who's going to be right on that particular one. Then we got the NHL playoffs starting with both, and you know what's good? You know, we have with Ante and Dave Burrow, my associates at work, we have season tickets for the Islanders, and them making the playoffs is a big kick to us because obviously you get extended games.
Right.
So thank God the Islanders made the playoffs. So we'll see if they can get into the next round and make us a little bit more money because we took a beating on year 1. This is year 2 of those tickets. Took a beating on year 1, dude. Them being away from home for the first 20 games was the worst thing ever last year because they never recovered from that. They were on the road for fucking 20 straight days. So, I mean, the Rangers are loaded. Shesterkin's starting to block goals. His last 25 games or 30 games was just next level elite. We're not playing somebody named Ovechkin or Crosby in the first round, which is amazing. So I like the Rangers' chances, man. I like the Rangers because of the way they're trending. They're trending up. They're playing really good hockey, and they're scoring, bro. They're loaded with scorers. They got superstars
Well,
everywhere.
yeah.
on the team
Well,
now.
yes, and they brought in Patrick Kane to be just for the play. He's a playoff. He's there for the
Dude,
playoffs. He wasn't there for.
But he came in and just it was seamless. And there's no listen. I don't think you can say it's a coincidence that they went on this tear since he's been here.
No,
But
I think
they're just loaded. They're good. You know what the difference is? It's Shesterkin is now playing the way he was playing last year on that level, where he was standing on his head.
as far as
goals.
up until
He
recently,
was terrible for the first half.
yeah,
of
but
the season.
up until recently, everything that I could would say is very inconsistent. But now, I mean, like you said, like in the past 25, 30 games, he's played like phenomenal.
Yeah, very good.
I don't watch a lot as hockey. Like the games, I have to watch
It
a lot.
surprises me too because you're Russian. So
But that's not our game.
you don't like hockey.
It's not hockey.
You don't like hockey.
Oh, yeah, it's just Russian.
Spit it out, dude. Commie. Don't listen,
I'll tell you
guys.
what,
I'm sorry.
I'll tell you, get one
Next-
more joke.
I didn't know.
One more commie
I
joke.
didn't know.
You get one more commie joke.
Sean and the Commie. That should be the next. That should be
That's
the
it,
next name.
Sean and the Commie.
Sean and the Commie. No, Commie and Sean. No, Commie Sean.
Commie and the dandelion.
You would think, you know what? We could make it a play like
Commie and dandy.
almost like comedy because you're a comedian, but
Commie
it's
dandy.
commie.
Like
So
commie dandy.
we're gonna pretend like we're saying comedy. We're gonna say it really fast, like commie. Mike's a commie, not a comic, not a comedian, a commie. No, I like the comedian and the funny
love
guy.
you,
That's the best name for a show. But we're gonna keep it the Mike and the Sean show because I have to, you're my friend. I want to make you happy, so that's what we're gonna do.
That's not what you do. You don't do anything to make anyone else happy other than yourself.
Oh, that's not true. I make you happy all
You're,
the time.
you're the most selfish individual I've ever met in my life.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Oh my God! If I'm a commie, you're selfish. I have never met anybody more selfish than you.
You are totally.
Look at my show. Look at my shoes. Look at my hair. Look at my.
When did I ever tell you?
Look at my watch. You see these shoes? Look at it. It's a great. I just got
First
these
of all, I
new
don't
kicks.
own an expensive watch.
You're like, look at
my
my
most
kicks,
expensive watch
my
is
kicks and
my
everything.
freaking Galaxy
Look,
watch.
selfish.
You're making things up because you want to defend, like you want to. It's a defense mechanism because I called you a
You're
communist.
selfish. That's okay.
It's all right to be
It's
a
not a
communist.
defense mechanism. I'm not. I'm not.
If you broke out in Russian accent, I wouldn't be surprised.
I want to so
What?
bad. I want to remember
What?
some Russian words.
Straight
but I
out
don't.
Moscow.
Straight out
His
Moscow.
brother
His
smuzzles
mother.
muzzle.
Ah, there is my
Make a
company.
sister think loves her.
Look, he's my
Dangerous
company.
motherfucker is killed.
There is my commie
And
partner.
if they ever get lost bail.
So I'm the commie.
You're a total commie. That's an inside joke. We go way back with the Russian
mob.
joke. Next, what's the next subject that we wanted to talk about? Oh, what was it? Oh yes, I know what we were going to say. We're going to talk about this viewing party that we're going to do at Rebar. 5 o'clock. Come down. Food, drinks. Are you working?
Yeah, I'm working. I won't be able to.
And then what we're gonna do is every home game we're gonna have like specials and stuff. So come down, watch the game with us, viewing parties, and I want you to also. Mike is gonna be posting dates for his comedy shows. If you can support the brother, he's a funny dude. His shows are all over the city. You could probably make it one of the nights that he has coming up. The dude does shows all over the place. So you will get some info on our pages for all of that stuff. His dates will be posted. All the links on all of the stuff that we're going to be talking about on the show moving forward will be on our page. The Wildflower Wellness link, which is my girlfriend Patricia's awesome, amazing product where my hair looks phenomenal.
Martucci. Where my hair looks phenomenal. There it is.
And
Dandelion.
it's just an
Dandy
incredible.
love.
She knocked it out of the park. It took for years playing with recipes and playing with like a chemist in the
That'd
kitchen.
be the greatest folk rock band ever.
Wildflower Dandy Love.
Dandy Love.
Yeah.
Their first.
It's
hit.
a very hippie-ish like kind of flow for it, but it's that's her Etsy information. That's her Etsy store. So guys, listen, man.
Wildflower.
The only thing that she needs
Dandy
is the
love.
exposure that she deserves. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a windfall with that product. And I'm not just saying this, dude. It's a couple of years of playing with the chemistries of mixing up the everything's organic and everything is infused with dandelion.
So what were you saying? You could try looking for all these conditioners, and nothing would take care
Nah,
of your...
no, don't say it
your
like
hair.
that because it's not like I'm a hair guy like that. I just never. It's not
hair
like I was
guy
looking.
like that.
My hair is very coarse and thick, and
You were trying different things. you said.
nothing really ever worked. When my hair gets long, it's just hard to manage. It's just like it's thick and it's coarse and it's hard to manage. So it was never really soft. So I always use product to kind of tame it down. You know what I mean? And as I got older, I just wanted to use less product. I try not to use as much as if I don't have to. And like her, dude, she made this leave-in conditioner. I don't have it on now. I actually went to get a haircut today, so I'm a little messy. But it's a leave-in conditioner when you come out of the shower. Dude, it's crazy. You put it in your hair, walk away 15, 20 minutes. It has that wet look, like if you put gel almost. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
You could dry it out with your hands, whatever, if you want after it sits, but what it does is it softens and it completely lowers the texture of your hair to a more relaxed texture. For me at least. You know what I'm saying? And just soft, bro. My hair's never been that soft, dude. I swear to God. So because she created this, because her hair she got this massive curly head of hair, huge, and she needed something for her hair. So she created this product for herself, and I
feel like she wakes up and it's like out to here.
Oh, for sure. Her hair's like fucking...
Like you're trying to look around.
I love it, dude. I tell her every time we go out, I'm like, wear it down, please. I love it. It's awesome. Because it sets her aside from everybody, It's unique. It looks awesome. But the product, dude, I'm telling you, it works. So if you just...
Well, that's good. Just throw it out there.
Yeah, man. If you're looking for anything to soften your hair, trust me when I tell you, man. Trust me, this thing works. And the containers, I don't even know what they cost, to be honest with you. It's not... I'll go on Dandy Love, check it out. It lasts me for like 3 weeks to a month. So it's a good amount that comes in that container. Right. And I use a glop. I got a big ass head. You see the size of my head. I'm using like a big head. I'm using a glob.
Yeah, I mean, most people use a dab. You use a glob.
So yeah, so
your head.
Contact my beautiful Red Bella, Patricia Martucci, Wildflower Wellness, Dandy Love,
Etsy.com.
Her Etsy page, and hook it up.
Shop Dandy Love.
So what do you got today to talk about there, handsome?
So I just did a show at West Side Comedy, and
where's that, on the east side?
That's 75th in Amsterdam. And so right upstairs they have this great Mexican.
You didn't even catch it. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, you did.
You said I was at the West Side Comedy Club. I said, where was that, on the east side?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't paying attention.
You blew right past it.
Yeah, I did.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's all right.
Dude, the Mixer Head logo is dope. That's a dope logo. Looks like what's that movie with Will Smith? iRobot. DJ iRobot.
DJ iRobot.
Go ahead. Talk about your West Side Comedy Club. That's where I went to see you, West Side Comedy Club.
Yeah, that's where you with Slugger with John.
Yeah. That's a good place.
And so I had to do this audition show, and so it was a pre-audition. So if it's the 22nd, we'll see what happens. But so I go in and I did the show, and it was like really good. It was like, you get the jokes and you go on. And one thing about, especially amateur comedy, everybody's trying to make a name for themselves, right? So nobody is more willing than me to say like, hey, good job. Hey, great job. Hey, you made me laugh, and like...
Just supportive.
Just support.
You're a supportive prick.
On the other side...
That's what I love about you. You've always been supportive of me, except when you say that I'm selfish, the most selfish person you ever met.
Not the most one. Let me repeat that. Not the most selfish person I've ever met.
Dude, the best thing about doing these is they're recorded.
I'm fine with that.
You said the most selfish person I've ever met.
So I just retracted the most.
I love it.
The second most.
Good. We got our first, redaction
Listen,
on the show.
Mr. Whispers.
Yes, sir.
Right? The guy who hears you, he's just not listening because you're not listening.
I'm always listening.
Yeah, you're not. You hear me, you're just not listening.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah.
I do that on purpose.
No, you don't. You can't do anything other than what you naturally do. Correct. You don't intentionally go, I'm not going to listen to this guy.
I'm a natural.
You just naturally don't listen to people.
You're full of compliments. I'm a natural.
Yeah, you're a natural. Yeah, straight to the moon, Alice.
Straight to the moon, Alice.
So in 2 weeks, I have Comic Strip Live, which I like that place. It's an older place. That's the 22nd, Saturday the 22nd.
Saturday, April 22nd. My birthday is the 25th on a Tuesday, and I was actually thinking about celebrating it. Not that I do anything on my birthday anyway, normally. That Saturday. But we don't have plans.
So give you an example. So that show, I'm doing a show there. It's a.
Are you gonna do the same set?
Well, in the beginning, you try to maintain as much as possible to be consistent.
Okay, so you're gonna do the same set.
Well, you haven't heard everything I have.
No, I've heard a lot of it.
Yeah, you haven't heard everything I have. Even
You
with
got
this,
new jokes?
I have. Everything's
have you
a joke.
written anything on the toilet since I've last seen you?
Trust me. Listen, the one thing I've learned about.
Like, what's the deal with an air fryer?
Well, what is the deal with an air fryer?
Everything you cook is 375, 15 minutes. It doesn't matter.
There's
you
no
want,
oil.
You want to bake a cake? 15 minutes, 375.
What
You want to make French
up with
fries?
those fries?
15 minutes, 375.
That's it.
What's going on with that?
400.
It's amazing.
It's the air fryer.
That's my bit.
That is.
Don't steal it, dude.
I know when you said.
I did that on purpose.
I
So
know
we're
when you
recorded,
said
so if
that
you
when
steal
I
it,
do
if you
comedy,
pillage
you're
it,
going to do comedy. Please open with that.
I would totally open with that.
Please open with that.
Dude, it's family humor.
Yeah. And so as a family.
I want to make a steak, 375, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, that'll get you. That'll get you to the next show.
Happy Win. That's going to be my next one.
So most of these amateur
Happy
shows
Wind.
that you go to, in the beginning, it's a
They're laughing in the back right now.
probably not
Yes, they are.
happy hair.
Happy Wind.
So happy win, of
See,
course.
You're not listening.
I'm not listening
You
to
say
it right
I don't
now.
listen, but you
No,
don't
I
listen.
usually listen this one because I'm listening to you talk.
You're like Rain-X tonight. I think I'm just going to call you Rain-X.
I'm just
'Cause you're
killing
deflecting
me.
everything.
You're just blocking every fucking thing I say.
You wear the tinfoil
You
hat.
made me curse. Do you understand that?
Oh, my God. Oh, God.
I was like, like
Thanks,
I
Bill
like
Cosby.
I like a clean show. Hey, if I can't drug you,
Dude. Clean show. Dude.
anyway, I just
I know you do. You do. You know what? You're right. I shouldn't yuck your yum. My girlfriend always says that.
well don't repeat that one, please.
What? That was a nice thing to
Don't
say to
repeat.
you.
Anyway, yeah, it's fine. You could say whatever you want.
Okay, you're a douche.
That too.
You said I could say anything I want.
So you covered coming back and doing the show. And you
Yes.
got your baseball. You felt good about that. You felt good
The
about
Knicks.
the
I
Knicks.
think the Knicks. We didn't really get into the Knicks, and So Donovan. All right. So this is the thing. I really wanted Donovan Mitchell. Like, there's a whole kind of thought process right now that the Knicks absolutely have to beat the Cavaliers in the first round because it justifies them not making a trade. Right. You
And-
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, okay, I was definitely on one of those guys that was like, what do they want that we're not doing it? You know, like, what is it that they want?
They had. Would you see what they would offer for?
It was that, well, Danny Ainge. Okay, so once it got leaked,
Excuse me.
First of all, I really respect Alan Hahn. He's in touch with reality. He's got he's an inside as far as inside you could be on the team, and he's just an open-minded dude. Like, he's not a dick like Stephen A. Smith would be. You know, Stephen A. Smith's a douche. I can't listen to him.
He's probably got, for a guy who gets paid that much money, he's got to be the worst at what he does. He doesn't know shit.
What are we talking about?
I like when he's
Like, he
drool-
changes
when he
he
drools
changes
so
his
much.
tones. He's a preacher. He's
Yeah.
a dude. He's like a black minister preacher.
And when LeBron,
What? I don't even want to try it. But he's just so Alan Hahn and Stephen A. Smith. When it comes to basketball, he knows his shit. You know what I mean? He really does. I just can't listen to him articulate. Alan Hahn is a really smart basketball guy, and he was wrecking the Knicks for not making a trade. I look at what they reported was in that trade was Quickly, Toppin, Grimes, RJ. They wanted RJ at the end. That's what
was
made
it
the
3
Knicks
first rounds.
and 3 first rounds. So they wanted the whole, essentially every one of our young kids, except McBride, and 3 number ones. The 3 number ones don't really care. I don't really care about because they're protected 3 number ones. They're high picks.
Yeah,
They're
but
bullshit.
once you get past the first 12 to maybe 15, after that,
They're not allowed to pick. They're all protect. They're all
But they're not even that good basketball
and they're
players.
just, yeah, they're not. So my point is, the picks didn't bother me. It was the amount. What were you going to do once you got rid of all those players? Now you're going to have to go out and sign whoever's on the scrap heap
Right,
because
but
you're not going to get guys to fill
That
those
isn't
slots.
that bad of an idea because that's what Miami did.
But they would have never. Donovan Mitchell, for what they traded, for what Cleveland gave away, it was almost like robbery.
So-
Cleveland gave away a lot, dude, but
Okay.
not what the Knicks were.
All right, now look in Dallas.
But
Look who's unhappy in Dallas.
100%. But
Right.
that's just because Kyrie's a cancer. And Luke is probably no party either. He
I don't
doesn't
think
seem
so.
like he's the best teammate in
No,
the world either.
he doesn't. Not even close.
But the whole shit. What my point is, look at the Knicks team right now. Look at why they're playing so well. Okay, first of all, Brandon Tierney on FAN. You know how I love my sports radio. Okay, Tiki and Tierney. Brandon Tierney's he's a clown, bro. He calls everybody a clown, but he's the clown because his takes are so ridiculous, and if you don't agree with him, he rips you. You know what I mean? He called me a clown on the air because he said, there's no way Francisco Lindor was a superstar. He's not a superstar. He's not a superstar. He's a star, but he's not that good. And I'm like, all right, I think he is. I said, look at his numbers. He had better numbers than half the superstars in baseball last year. But that didn't matter for him, you know? So he called me a clown. He's an idiot. He also
How did
said,
he say it though?
he goes, yeah, he just said it like that. You're a clown, you know, but I didn't have a chance to respond.
It sounds like it would be you calling you a clown.
He's a jerk off. Yeah, right, because
Yeah,
he talks like me.
yeah.
But he talks over Tiki way more than I talk over you.
Well,
Tiki can't get a word in edgewise. And he's a freaking not a Hall of Famer, but a borderline Hall of Fame football player. And he shits on his own partner's opinions.
Right.
But anyway, he said Obi Toppin was no good at all, terrible player, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude,
I don't know.
you know how I feel about that with Randall. Thibs is a great coach for how he is. He strangleholds the team. He overplays people.
Look,
he
in the first-
ruins careers.
But in the first 7 games, they wanted to get rid of Thibs. Okay?
I'm not a big Thibs guy. I'm really not. I think that they win.
I think he's doing a good job.
I think he's doing a great job in the sense of their team is, but I don't know, would they do this with another coach? I think they could. I think because their defense hasn't been that good as of recently. They're playing better because they're scoring 130 points a night.
Right. That's the awful part of basketball.
It's the no defense and the
There's
scoring.
the
is
traveling,
ridiculous.
you know, they
and
don't
the travel.
call it
Everybody either carries or
travel.
It's
Like
ridiculous.
those, they don't even call those anymore.
and that's true. But I still love basketball in the sense I'm gonna watch it. But
Well, street ball is what
and
it
the
is
Knicks haven't
now.
been in the playoffs forever.
Right.
I was talking about that yesterday too. I'm like, I've never been to a Knicks playoff game. I'm like, how many opportunities have I had though?
I've been to one.
Not many.
I've been to one.
I haven't. I've never.
I was very lucky.
That's
at
the
that.
only sport I've never been to a playoff
Is
game.
when Spreewell was on the squad. I
That's a
went to one.
fun squad to watch.
But they were, there was it was a small lineup. They didn't have anybody in the middle. But watching it play, it didn't even matter win or lose. It was just the idea of being there, Madison Square Garden, watching Knicks playoff basketball. But Randall, Mitchell Robinson, like Quentin Grimes is playing very
They're
well.
all playing great, right? But now they're playing great because Thibs has to play them. He buried Jericho Sims on the bench, which is insane. He's one of the most athletic players in the league. The kid jumps; he can touch the back of the top of the backboard with his head. He's insanely talented, like athletic wise. Why is he not? Why do you have to overplay certain players, thinking that you're going to get a different result? Like Randall is all world. Don't get me wrong; he's playing unbelievable basketball, but he's not a closer.
No,
You can't.
he's a super talented ball player.
Super talented.
I got better at it.
He's
I mean, he
he's
got
a
better
number
at
2.
it.
He's a Robin. He always will be.
Yeah.
But you can't let him play 45 minutes a game and expect the results to be good at the end of the year. It's not going to work. And then you got Toppins playing 12 minutes a game. Look what happened now. Randall gets hurt. Toppins in the game. He's dropping 45, hitting threes all over the place, catching alley-oops from the freaking the free throw line. The kid's Brandon Tierney, suck it, you clown.
So what is he going to?
How good does Toppin look the last 3 weeks, 2 weeks?
So what do you do at that
Kid's
moment?
unreal.
So what do you do?
You got it. Well, it's Thibs has to change with the times. His 9-man rotation is archaic. It's archaic because he doesn't. Which I respect the hell out of the fact that he doesn't load manage his team. He doesn't do that. He doesn't come in and say, "Oh, they're resting." I respect the shit out of him for that. But that doesn't mean you let Randall play 45 minutes a game.
Yeah, but I think that like on that squad, even if we don't talk about the forwards, it's like someone like Barrett, I think is overhyped. He's not getting
100%.
he's not getting any better.
100%.
He's never
Barrett
gonna
is who he is.
He's not going to get any better.
No way.
Maybe
Athletic, he's like borderline athletic.
no, he's not. He's not a great
You
shooter.
know what he is? No, he's a bully. He's a really
strong
strong,
two guard.
strong kid.
Yeah.
He bodies dudes that are 10 inches, 8 inches taller than him. He out rebounds them. He bodies them. He's a bully, which I love. There's a place for him on his team.
Right.
But You
But if
can't
it-
have him taking 10 3-pointers a
No.
game.
But if it gets you someone else, you're going to have to part with him now.
100%.
Because you realize he's not that
They're
valuable.
going to make a big trade. I don't. The thing about it is hard to be mad at Donovan Mitchell, but when you see what we got with Brunson. Brunson's a superstar, dude.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. There's only 2 other guys that are doing what he's doing in the NBA right now.
Small guards like that are the stars now.
He's a superstar.
So who do you? So if there's not, you're not going to.
Or having a superstar season. Let's just say that.
You're not going to draft anybody.
No, and it's no coincidence. Kyrie goes to Dallas. Brunson comes here. Dallas is garbage.
Yeah. So you're not going to draft a superstar. They're not going to have a pick that high
No.
to draft it. So those picks are going to be.
They're gonna have to trade for somebody.
They're going to have to trade them. So at least 2 out of those.
That's
trade.
why. That's why I'm hoping you're right and I'm wrong. And if Phoenix gets knocked out in the first round, I'm telling you right now,
Durant.
Durant. No, I don't want Durant.
Oh,
Come on.
I was just jumping in there, see what happens.
Durant. What? Durant would probably come to New York, come to the airport, and trip on a curb, and be on the bench for like 4.5 months, play the last 3 games, score 50 a game, and hit a shot at the buzzer, and everybody falls in love with him again, and they give him a big contract. Nah, we're not gonna do that.
No, when you watch when they put together like these great teams, and the modern day, and they're like Durant's one of the best scorers ever, and you take all the players that you've watched over the years develop, like some people that get better. I never looked at I mean, he's a good scorer. I never looked at him as like great.
He's great.
Great?
Yeah.
Okay.
Durant's going to go down as one of the top 10 players of all time, but he's runs away from competitiveness, which is kind of disgusting. He ran away from in every situation because he
But you
thought,
say top 10 all time?
yeah,
I don't
talent wise
think so.
and scoring, dude, he's
I mean, scoring is but like
maybe not
that's-
top 10, maybe top 20,
But yeah, but say like, all right, let's even say that
top 20 for sure.
If the score, I get that. There's a lot of.
He's just not the winner
Karl
that
Malone
he's not the
scored
winner
a ton of
that
points.
Durant's better than Karl Malone.
Yeah, okay, but I'm just saying, Karl Malone scored 3rd most points in.
Yeah. No, that's true, but because he played 25 years. But Durant's better than Karl Malone. And Karl Malone, and we all know how great Karl Malone is. Like, people younger than us have no clue. Karl Malone was,
except for when he was in college with the 15-year-old.
when he
Except
was
for that
when he
moment.
was when he was raping
When he
kids.
was
No,
except for that moment, right?
I mean, that's true. I don't listen to Michael Jackson. I don't root for Karl Malone.
You don't
I
listen
don't.
to R. Kelly?
I don't listen to R. Kelly.
All
of those can eat a big bag of dicks.
So he's better than.
I really hope that hell is like what they say in Little Nicky, and they stick pineapples in your ass every day.
Okay, so let's skip forward and say so Durant's top 20. So who do the Knicks go after then? I mean, I don't know everybody that's out there, because you can trade for anyone. You could trade for anyone you want.
Well, I was saying with Phoenix, I think Devin Booker's a very gettable guy if they don't win. I think.
Do you think he'll force himself out?
I think that might have to happen at some point because how long are you going to go to the playoffs and dominate every year? They have been the best team in the West the last 5 years. With Golden State.
Is there anyone else you would?
Anyone young players? I mean, there's a lot of young players that I'd really like to have, but I don't know who's available because who knows.
But I think everybody's
Budding
available when it
superstars.
becomes a trade.
Listen, I love who we have.
Right.
I love Quickly. I think he's an emerging star.
Okay, but a small guy, but he's
and I
never
love
gonna be the
Toppin
starter.
and I love Brunson, and then I think you could build from there.
But if you can't put Tobin and Randall in the same,
And I think guys would have
the
been
same lineup.
happier in New York if they would have called me for real estate. Like Jacob deGrom was living in Rockville Center. What the fuck would you sell a guy a house at Rockville Center for? It's the stupidest. You're a $4 million house at Rockville Center. It's the dumbest thing in the world. And I guarantee you, Durant lived in a shitty ass place too.
In Brooklyn.
Probably. So that's where, if you're an athlete
but DeGrom was
and you
going-
just happen to be listening to the show, call me for your house, bro. I grew up in this area. I know the North Shore.
you happen to be
I know the
listening
North
to
Coast.
this show.
Yeah, why not? I know people, Michael.
No, I'm saying Michael.
I know people. And
Listen,
if they're listening,
the
if
only
our
people that
show,
call me Michael,
if this
you're
show,
trying to scold me. You don't scold me.
Mikhail. Anyway, 18 Real Estate Group, baby. You got to call me to buy a house, sell a house, rent, whatever the hell you want to do. Call the 18 Real Estate Group.
You can have a drink and rebar.
And you can have a drink at Rebar after because the office is right across the street.
Because right across the street.
And listen, man, I just in Holbrook, just to get real quick on that before we go, we had an open house, our first open house. We didn't show it the week. They needed some time to get the house ready. So the buildup was actually pretty good, you know? So that week it built up. It was actually on the market for like 8 days before we actually showed it, and for circumstances that, you know, whatever. And then once we had it, the open house, it was that rainy, stormy day, 50 groups showed up. It was bananas. We sold the house in the second group that looked at the house. So we essentially sold the house in one day.
That's
And it was
nice.
Danny Beck's house. Our boy Danny Beck. Thank you for your service, Danny. I love you, my brother.
Both as
Three-time war veteran, FDNY, retired about a year and a half
Not
ago.
gonna live happy.
He was down there digging in the 9/11.
9/11.
So I love you, dude. Thank you for all your service, and thank you for giving me the chance to sell your house.
Yeah,
and it
and
worked
make
out.
some-
We got 30,000 over asking.
Well, I mean, that's awesome.
That's how we do it.
I mean, look.
That's how we do it at the 18 Real Estate Group, baby. And it was one day, and I just listed a house in Beechhurst, and I sold that damn thing in 2 weeks.
All right,
So
good for you.
I can do it. If you want to make some money quick, call me. I could sell your house very fast for you. If you want to buy something, don't be scared. The market is active. There are programs for first-time home buyers. Call me. Trust me when I'm telling you. You can definitely find something.
You're good. You just sold something.
Yeah.
You know, the other day I got a call from a telemarketer, not a telemarketer, but a guy who was selling insurance. And he calls me up, and clearly he's not from here, and he's selling car insurance. And so I said, hey, I don't have a car. I don't drive. And he said, you don't drive? And he hung up on me. And so I was, you know what, here's my point. I wanted to hear his sales pitch. Like, what if he was so good at selling car insurance that I buy insurance and I go out and I get a car? Like what
That's kind of the evidence I'm talking about with the commie thing. Why don't you drive?
Commies drive, first off. Let's be clear
Some
about
commies
that.
don't. They
But
don't
I
want
mean,
their
what
license.
if this-
They don't
but
want
what
their
if this
name
guy's
registered with the
sales pitch-
state.
What if this guy's sales pitch was so good?
Oh, this guy is
So sell me a car. Sell me car insurance right now.
I don't know.
Sell me car insurance
Dude,
right
I would
now.
never let you get behind the wheel of a car at 50 years old for the first time.
It's not the first time. First off, I've driven plenty of times. That's not the point. Sell me car insurance, and then maybe I'll go buy a car.
No, I'd rather sell you a house. Save your money. Buy a house for
Oh
me.
no,
How
well,
you do
but
that?
get me the car first, then I
How
can
you
get a house
bet?
wherever.
What about seriously
I can
though?
get a
Do you
house
want
wherever.
to? Do you want to promote the other businesses we were talking about?
Promote anything you want to. This is
your
this is
business, the blowjob business.
The blowjob business, yeah, it's pretty
promote
good.
that?
I got a couple of hoes that come out and they do it, and they take out.
Oh, I thought you were
they
doing
clean,
it.
They clean out your lawn.
It's not you?
They do an amazing job.
Oh, they blow your grass out. I thought.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought you were giving blowjobs out.
You thought I was blowing.
Yeah.
Because I've made myself undercover, blowjobby kind of.
Blowjobby,
Yeah, that's what it was.
Job.
Yeah. Oh, job.
So
You just blew out the whole end of the show, but
yeah.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
There's
you know.
nothing else that I wanted
when
more
we
than to
when
blow
we
it
rap,
out.
we rap.
Yeah. Well, we didn't rap, but you kind of rapped it in advance. So.
We rap like that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe, tune in, make sure you follow us. We are going to be coming to you live every Thursday
Whatever
night,
you think of this show, this is nothing. It gets better.
8 to 9, and we're going to be live, and we're going to have all these shows banked. So thank you for all your support. We hope that you will watch and listen and help out anytime you can. If you want to come in,
Moving forward,
we'll be
the
taking
Mike
phone
and Sean
calls at
show
some
is-
point.
Yeah, we'll be listening.
We want to walk before we crawl. You know, we used to do all that, but we're trying to find our way again. We hope you enjoyed the first show. We will be talking about more interesting stuff. This was kind of like the first getting to know
This is like a
everybody
real
again.
re-intro
Yeah, it's
to
a
it.
re-intro. And
I
there's a lot
mean-
more stuff to talk about with the New York sports world, because we're in good shape. And, for the first time in a long, long time, I think all of New York sports is in good hands.
Yeah, I just got into a debate with somebody because they said the metro area teams and they mentioned the New Jersey Devils, and I got offended by that because New Jersey has no identity, and why do they lump
But
it
look
in
how
with
dominant
the
they
Mets?
were in hockey. But look how dominant Boston's been with all sports. Look how dominant Philly's been with all sports. It's disgusting in the sense of, why not us?
But here's
Now,
the thing, but why
finally, I
don't-
think it's going to be us.
Yeah, so
between
don't
the
attach New
Yankees,
Jersey
the
to
Yankees
us.
are
I don't
loaded.
wanna-
No, fuck Jersey.
Yeah,
the
that's
Yankees,
what I mean. Don't
the
attach
Yankees
it
are
to it.
loaded. The Mets are going to definitely be one of those teams. The Jets, I think the Jets are trending in a really good way, especially if Aaron Rodgers finally shows
listen,
up.
even if it's not Rodgers,
He's a
it is
weirdo. The Giants are definitely trending up.
It's all going.
The
up.
Rangers are one of the best young teams in the world. The Islanders are a good young team. I think Brooklyn, but
Yeah,
they're
but-
going to fight back.
Yeah, look,
We're
they're in the
good shape.
playoffs. They're
The
doing
Knicks
that.
are legit.
The New York Football Club is one of the top football league teams out there.
Nobody cares about soccer.
Yeah, we do. We
Dude,
do.
You
we
just said
do.
the New York Football Club?
Yeah.
You talk about dragging a show down. You think anybody we know fucking watches soccer? If they do, they're watching, AC Milan and all
No, they
those
lie to you. They lie to you that they don't watch local soccer.
fucking savages.
They lie to you.
Football. I watch football. It's not American
It's
football.
like, this is where I get my Igor
See,
money.
fucking Russian.
He's
I knew
like-
it. Dude, it's all leading up to it. You watch football. You don't drive. You don't have a license.
Don't tell him the secrets.
Your hair is white like a polar bear.
Yeah. All right.
right,
Well,
ladies and
that's the
gentlemen.
end. We're done.
We are out.
Peace out.
We are out. Thank you very much. We hope you have a beautiful night, and we'll talk to you
Thank
next
you.
week.
Peace out. Dylan Mulvaney.